Be an updated release for the Eric Reinbold case. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office, along with the state and federal law enforcement agencies, continue to search for Eric James Reinvolt, who is a primary suspect in the July 9th murder of his wife, Lisette Reinbold. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office still believes that Mr. Reinbold is on foot. We have not received information that he has gained transportation otherwise. However, we still are broadening our search from where the actual act had happened. Investigators have received numerous tips from the public following these leads. We will continue to ask anyone with information that's very important that they call us immediately. And I have two phone numbers they can call. Our Sheriff's Office phone number is 218-681-6161, and the U.S. Marshal Service is 1-877-WANTED. The U.S. Marshal Services continue to offer a $10,000 reward for Mr. Reinbold. Talking about, we believe he's still on foot. We are searching a lot of the area in Red Lake and Pennington counties. He's on other investigations has known to hide in grassy, swampy, wooded areas along rivers and so forth. Anyone that has anything out of place, they can call our Sheriff's Office and we'll go out and do the search. We believe that he is on the run from us. We don't want other people approaching him. We would rather us approach. So if you notice anything that looks unusual, like missing water, any type of food items that you would need to survive, someone walking in a strange area, out in a swamp or in the woods, if you see it on a game camera that you have set up already, we want to know about those type of things, but do not want you to approach him. If you got any information, whether it's on the homicide or the missing person, we would like you to call immediately, not hold off and wait. Those little tips sometimes could be big tips for us in finding him. If anyone has any questions at this time, for those that are here or listening, I will open it up for a few questions.
Sheriff Kuznia?
Yes.
Over and over again, I've seen on the internet people concerned about large groups, that sort of thing, if they should avoid large groups. Is that something that...
Okay, so the question is large groups, and a very good question because we have our Pennington County Fair going on at this time. We believe that he's on a run, and he's not going to be targeting any groups of people. He's hiding from us, and he's not going to want to be seen in any type of crowds or any events or any of those type of things. So once again, I think that part of it, he's going to be hiding from us, not going into any groups or any of those type of things. Any other questions?
How did Mrs. Reinbold pass away? I know you've said homicidal violence, but there's been no specific details released.
There's a reason we don't release information like that. There's a current investigation going on at this time. By releasing those type of information, especially since we haven't been able to contact some of our suspects, giving that up now would really jeopardize our case. And once again, we still believe he's on foot. He's probably within a few county area from us. So that anyone that sees anything out of place at all, Once again, missing water, missing food items, those type of things, we want to know right away. If you got a car that's stolen or a boat that's stolen, those type of things need to be reported immediately. And so far, we have not gotten those types of reports on the stolen items as far as boats, cars, those type of things. As far as we know, he's still on foot.
Sheriff Kuznia, one thing I thought about, if somebody's maybe a little bit out of the area and they happen to see somebody they think is Eric Reinvolt, maybe would 911 be an okay use in that occasion?
If they're out of the area, they can either call our 681-6161 number, or once again, call the 1-877 wanted number with the U.S. Marshal Service. Those tips are going to be very important for the upcoming arrest of Mr. Reinvolt, and to do it safely. So once again, those tips got to come in, if spotted, immediately. They can't hold off, because it takes us time to get to this wherever that spot might be to be able to apprehend them safely.
How many officers do you have out in the field now?
It varies. At different times, it varies. The U.S. Marshal Services has got quite a few people on ground here, along with other agencies. The Sheriff's Office, you know, we've only have 10, but we got other duties as well too. So depending on a given day, you know, it really varies on the number of officers we have. Each day's been kind of different all along here. But we've had people from Border Patrol, ATF, U.S. Marshal Services, the big lead in this for us on the search. We've also had FBI and other agencies helping us do the searching too, State Patrol. So there's been many agencies along with our area sheriff's offices. So quite a few when you add all them together that have helped with the search.
Sheriff, we've got a question from Austin Erickson at KVRR News. The question is, do you know why Mr. Reinbold was released early from prison and who authorized that?
We can't comment on the U.S. side. That they'll have to check with them as far as all that stuff went and why he was released.
Sheriff, we've got another question from Joe Bauman. The question is, have you recovered any of Reinvold's personal effects, such as a billfold or a cell phone? And do you still believe Reinvold is armed and dangerous?
We do not know if he's armed. We don't have anything stating that he is armed at this point. If approached, he could be dangerous. He knows that he's in trouble, so we don't want anyone to approach him. So therefore, he is dangerous if approached. We can't talk about specifics on the case because it's still ongoing and we do not have him in custody yet. So giving a lot of those specific questions will affect our future of this case. So those things have to be held until we get him arrested and get him charged. And then at that point, we can probably release more information regarding the case.
About what time were you guys dispatched to the Reinbold residence on last Friday?
I believe it was like 10 to 10. I got a couple of investigators, 10 to 10. It was right about a little before 10 o'clock. The specific time, give or take a little bit, a few minutes, but it was before 10 o'clock on last Friday. Once again, please call. We are still actively looking for him. We want him to be found safely, and we want everybody in the community to be safe. We don't want anyone trying to do it on their own. We want to have the tip called into us. We'll arrest. If you try to do it on your own, it could be dangerous. That's where the dangerousness comes, is if you try to arrest them on your own and not call law enforcement. So make sure that that call is made. If that is there any more questions before we?
Yes. Sydney just asked, how long can these combined law enforcement efforts continue?
The U.S. Marshal Service is really committed to get him in custody. They have not given me a definite time, but I can guarantee you we're going to continue to look until he's found. We are not giving up. So some of the resources that we put into this might dwindle a little bit, but we will not continue until he's found. So I don't think until he's found, we won't give up. We're going to continue to look.